All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with a quick motivational epistle, man. And we'll start at Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, all right, and his words are not heard. So that's what we're experiencing with everybody else that isn't a part of this truth, man. Whether they're outwardly saying that they hate us, they don't give a F, or they just, blow us off, man. They're all coming in the spirit of despising our wisdom. Now, how do we obtain the wisdom that we have, man? All right. And what is this poor man's wisdom that the scriptures is referring to? Because our people are wise to do evil. All right, they're wise to be wicked, but see, we're wise to be humble. We're wise to be meek. And we know that if we come in that lot, all right, of the house of mourning, being sorrowful for our transgressions, man, then it'll go well with us here pretty soon, man, during Jacob's trouble, during the great tribulation, which is a time like the earth has never seen before, man. All right, so we'll go to the book of Psalms and we'll briefly bring this out. 111 and 10, referring to in relation to the wisdom of the poor man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So there it is. These people don't fear Yahweh Shema Shah because they don't know them. Okay, see, we fear the Lord, and that's the beginning of us actually becoming wise as it relates to Yahweh Bahashim Mahawashah and his will for the hopeful elect. Those people, those spirits that are going to receive that glorious reward, this is their process, this is their procedure. They fear Yahweh Bahashim Mahawashah first and foremost. All right, and then the Lord starts to deal with them. All right, then we learn, who we are, heritage, history, and above all things, prophecy, the MOTB, World War III. Those are the last two. There's a bunch of chaos that happens in the midst of those two things, but those are the two last prophecies that we're waiting to come to pass, man. There's already been a great falling away. There's already been false prophets arising. These are events that, situations that would arise preceding the Lord's second coming. That's in Matthew 24th chapter. But I'll finish it out in Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. So we teach that the law, statutes, and commandments, the law, all right, are not done away with. All right, it's not done away with. We keep it to the best of our ability. We proclaim it, we profess it, all right, and we try to live by it. We're not perfect, but the Lord is dealing with us, and there's just things that we can do, all right, to the best of our ability, man. This is how we're going to be able to navigate in Jacob's trouble. This is how the Lord is going to, or why the Lord is going to protect those individuals that keep his commandments, man, and teach others to do so, other nation of Israel, not vice versa. All right, we're coming into a time here. We are in a time. Look at, we just had another unalivened by the so-called ice agents. That's great. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shah. Boy, oh boy, is the Lord stirring up stuff, man, left and right. He got us going at it. Ben had us going at it, pursuant to the curses, right? But now he putting Egyptian against Egyptian, man. American against American, should I say? If y'all don't understand that, man, all right, and it's just gonna get worse from there. We was wondering how it's gonna get popped off, man, and this could be the very pop off to that chaos that's needed to bring in the draconian like measures to go ahead and put that MOTB out there, as the prophets that came before me have spoken many times, man. The mark of the beast has to come before the big World War III showdown, man. All right, so it got to be right around the corner. Brothers is speaking on it a lot. They're doing propaganda now, preparing the minds and the masses to merge with this MOTB system, man. Well, we're already merged with the system. They just need the device to facilitate it. All right, that RFID microchip, man, don't take it, man. The Lord commanded his people to trust in him, not trust in man, not trust in our enemy, especially, man. Trust in Yahweh Shema Shah, and we show getting ready to see who really was chosen to do that. All right, but you got to be putting on as the hopeful elect right now. All right, you got to come out your transgression right now. Now is the time, not tomorrow, because no man knoweth the hour, man. All right, and the thief will come unexpectedly if you're not watching for it. We're watching. We're watchmen. We're actually watching 24/7, man. All right. So the thief can't come unexpectedly to us because we're watching and actually waiting for that thief to take away the mirth from this place, man, the folly from this place, and to bring us through that great tribulation, man. All right. Let's go to the book of First Corinthians. Back to being humble, man. And how what we brought out, a poor man is not heard, man. And we're likening the poor, men out there on the highways and byways in our daily lives, man. We don't have that glory. We don't have that worldly look, okay? Which means that, they don't have the eye for us, man. All right? They don't have the reverence for us. They don't have the fear of the prophets, man. But they will here pretty soon. Hell, look at you ones that are in trouble already with the ice ages. Look at you guys that are in trouble already via the ice storms. All right? A lot of people, hey, my baby mama wicked, my child acting crazy too. They up there freezing right now. I'm just fine through the spirit and power of y'all by Shema Hawashai. See how that work, being wicked. 1 Corinthians 1:27. But God, Yahweh, by Shema Hawashai, have chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, man. For you guys that think y'all are wise, y'all just wise to do evil, okay? And Yahweh, by Shema Hawashai, have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that which are mighty, all right? And that's the prophets, man, starting with the prophets, man, okay? And the helpers of the prophets, the believers of the prophets, all right? But the Lord has set up men. If he wanted to, he could lift up a rock. If he wanted to, he could say it, okay? But he chose, all right, to do things a certain way. It's his will that he set up men that look just like you, all right, to condemn wickedness, man. And that's all we're doing. We're saying what's happening. We realize what's going on and it ain't right. We realize who our power is now. We've coming back into that, and we're telling you he's getting ready to make some changes around here. That's pretty much all we're saying. We're not saying we finna jump the gun. We ain't finna do nothing to y'all. All we saying is what our Lord gonna do. If y'all don't believe us, why y'all effing with us, man? Obviously they know it's real, man. That's why they're moving in such a haste, man. All right, but again, man, the Lord has chosen the foolish things. And remember, let me bring that out right quick. In 1 Corinthians, oh man, we already there. 1 Corinthians 1 and 2. Let's go up to 21. That's spirit. I didn't even know it was in the same spot. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai. It pleased Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So people think that they know what's up. They think that they hear. Again, it's just worldly wisdom. It ain't pertaining to, the spirit. Okay, we have that through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai. Lord willing, we endure to the end. But the point being that word, their foolishness of preaching, man. You remember when your boy Drewski did that video? Hey, that brother funny, man. It's a bunch of folly and shit. But when he was mocking, us, really, he probably ain't seen a lot of GMS, man. He probably, seen IUIC and the big groups out there that they get all that attention and things like that. But it was funny, man, because the Lord himself told us, this is a foolish thing, especially in the eyes of man. Okay, now we know through the spirit while we out there in these what they call dresses. Okay, we know that this is likened unto being in the house of mourning, this sackcloths and things like that. But the people don't. So to them, it's foolish. All right, for us to be standing out there on the highways and byways, for us to be calling upon the name Yahweh Shah. It sounds like gibberish to them. You know what I mean? It sounds like another language to them, which it is. All right. So to the people who don't believe, who aren't going to be saved because they don't, man, this is foolish to them, man. But the Lord say, hey, he has chosen those type of men to confound this place. And back down to verse 27, right? But God have chosen the foolish things of this world, which is the prophets, the humble ones, man, the ones that look crazy to everybody else, man, the ones that fast a lot, man, all right, taking the low, all right, to confound the wise. And ultimately starting with the so-called elite, man. They're supposed to be the most wise people, walking on the earth, the so-called illuminated ones, right? All right, we're confounding them, saying your time is up, man. All right, and this is what's gonna happen. And again, and God have chosen the weak things of the world. Remember, the last shall be first and the first shall be last, man. Right now, this is your time to shine, Esau. You're getting ready to be last. I'm talking about the lowest amongst all the nations, man. All right. And then, starting with the Lord's hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to be first. So right now, we're having to take the low. We having to not, look our best in relation to the world, okay? Looking rough and, just being a humble man, taking the low, not being able to have all these experiences and things. And brothers have talents and skills and things like that, but the Lord willing, has chosen us, to be humble, to be meek, to be set apart, different, holy is what the scriptures say, set apart. Okay, so we just got to continue in that and remember, man, because we have our days. Some days we be really fired up in the spirit. Now we like to stay consistent in things through the spirit, but some days we just more motivated than others. Some days the people stress you out more than others. You may have a day or a week where ain't nobody kind of F with you, and then come Monday morning, as soon as you get out on the highway, you got the road rage demon. Okay, or you go to get groceries and Eve got a motherfucking attitude problem, then you gotta curse Eve out through the spirit of power, y'all by Shemal Shai, and wait on the report thereof to see her ass get fired, Oh yeah, she not here no more. Oh, okay, that's what you get with your little attitude. I just came in there for some food and you got cursed out. Just mark yourself. Hey, now's not the time to be playing games, man. Now's not the time to be offending. Hey, man, the Lord say, man, if you offend any one of these little ones, Lord willing, in relation to the foolish, in relation to the weak, we are those little ones through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai that y'all better not offend. All right, the day. Now, we don't get out here boasting, but I tell you what, as the days progress, we are going to get more bold, all right, through the spirit, to the point where whatever type of persecution, man, unless the Lord put the spirit upon us to run, man, we're gonna run to the guillotine, Lord willing. That's the type of spirit we need. That's the type of spirit we want. We're gonna run to the guillotine. Man, what can you do? And Esau know that. He ain't got no smoke for no Jake that is ready to be unalive. You can't do nothing with a man that's ready to go. Nothing. And that's the heritage of our other brothers that came before us that had to be unalive for this truth, man. And you can't do nothing when he's ready, and he's confident in his mind that in the hope that he shall be saved, man. So it'd be like, bring it on. You see that guillotine, the whole time we've been slick fearing it, just being the man, but through the spirit, like, we want to be prepared. But then when we see it, be like, oh man, I'm finna run up to it. Let me go first. You know what I mean? Or whatever, however they want to try to unalive us and things like that, man. That's the spirit that the Lord getting ready to put upon us. And he's putting upon us now. You just seeing it done a certain way via the work, via the prophesying, man. Wait till the Lord lift up that standard. Wait for you clowns to do exactly what we're telling you you're gonna do, Esau. All right, and the Lord lift up that standard. Did you hear that part? That you're gonna come for us, you're gonna persecute us, you're gonna lie on us, you're gonna splice videos, you're gonna use AI. All right, all these things, and then the Lord gonna lift up a standard, and we gonna get on that behind. All right, straight up, man. Like, this is ridiculous. This is and in the mid, man, boy, Esau Edom got so many problems on his hands, it ain't even funny. He already just old. Like, you already really don't want to do this because it's really the will of the Lord. We are really just want to chill, don't you? You really don't want to do this. You really know that you breaching the point of no return, especially with all this war talk. They don't want no problems. You know what I mean? But man, Esau Edom got so many problems. He got fighting in home, and in the midst of all this chaos that he's putting in the streets that he's orchestrating, man, they're gonna motherfucking attack this place, brother. It's like they're gonna either attack this place or they're gonna get thrown over there somewhere. It's just gonna be troops just going out here, going out there, just like it is now. There's troops deploying here, troops deploying there. You're stretching your army thin, my guy. And the Lord gonna put the spirit on your enemies to see that, and they may very well put boots on the ground. You may see Asian troops coming out the sky, paratroopers on your ass, old school with it. You know what I mean? But the Lord gonna have to put the spirit upon them because they know how they rock here in Babylon the Great. But this is their time to fall. So guess what, man? Through the spirit of Payah Shemashah, I do believe that they'll do some type of invasion, whether it's what's that word? I mean, economically, or what, like attack the electrical grid or what have you. It'll be something that's gonna happen to this place for sure, because this man is prideful and he's provoking everybody. Yeah, this great whore, Babylon the Great, just provoking everybody, man. The scriptures are speaking louder now more than ever, man. All right. Let's go to the book of Second Chronicles back in the day and see how you got to remember the things that were written before time were written for our learning, man. So just how our people were back then, they're just like that now. Remember, Lord say, as in the days of Noah, okay? People eating, drinking, giving marriage. That's the same thing going now. And all you got to do is open up social media, open up YouTube, whatever app you got, and you'll see people putting on just like that, eating all the videos, food reviews here, food review there, cookout here, kickback there, Eve, glutton, the whole mukbang culture. All right. And then you see just marriage, like, what they call marriage in Babylon. And also, biblically, you just see that. You see adultery. All right. And people are just living their best life, talking shit. The Lord pretty much sent the cold damn near in every state except like Cali, Florida, and some parts like, deep down, like southern Georgia. But how quick they boasted. I'm looking online on the YouTube and the places that didn't get hit, in Florida, that is one couple. When I be scrolling through my shorts, they popping up all the time with their folly ass couple videos in Florida. They seem cool, at least they together type stuff, and but hey, they boasting, it's people like this. She got the jacket on, right? She freezing, and then they go to him with his shirt off in Florida. Like yesterday, they made this video. You know what I'm saying? Then it's niggas. I'm seeing comments in California. Oh, we good here. We good here. And then you see little comments. Oh, y'all thought y'all did all that panic buying. You see how prideful and puffed up people are. You just wait. All you Israelites talking like that, that's crazy, man. You should be thankful. You should be praising Yahweh Shemashah that you're not without power in this motherfucking cold. That the ice ages are kicking in your door right now, taking your children or your husband or your wife in the middle of this cold. But instead, what Jake do? Oh, y'all tripping. Y'all thought it was gonna get bad. It is bad, nigga, for other places just because it didn't hit deep Florida. But guess what? What is this? January, February, March, April, May. All right, whenever the damn hurricane season, I don't know. I don't live in Florida, but y'all got hurricane seasons, and it was prophesied tempest. All right, that's a whirlwind. That's strong. Yeah, okay. So you guys down there boasting in Florida because y'all got the palm trees and good weather. Watch what the Lord do during so-called hurricane season. It ain't even got to be hurricane season, man. If the Lord really wanted to, and that's the type of judgment that's coming, he'd be to put a motherfucking tempest in the middle of winter on you clowns, man. All right, because people that live in especially in relation to the northern kingdom, and some of the places that they're scattered throughout, oh man, they living real good in them tropical waters and them palm trees and stuff like that. And that, oh man, they say Hawaii is the most obese, and it's brothers out there, GMS brothers out there in Hawaii, man. But man, they say Hawaii got the most obese people, I believe. Mississippi was up there. But I do remember, if it wasn't number one, it definitely made the list for most obese people in the United States. Hawaii. Why in the actual hell do you think that is? They're at ease over there in Hawaii on that island, eating good. All right, the food probably, legit, not like over here. You know what I mean? They eating off that island, good food, fish right there, palm trees, women, good weather. That's why they're so fat. They're at ease. That's the man and the woman over there. They're at ease like a motherfucker over there in Hawaii, man. And watch what the Lord do, cause y'all some radar skaters. You know what I mean? Skate all this old crazy crime and stuff we got going on, crime, Chicago, LA, all this shit we going through, man. And y'all just living under palm trees. The Lord got something for you wicked Israelites too. Again, why you think that the northern kingdom is being troubled first right now? Look at you clowns. Yeah, because y'all been calling upon an idol, y'all been wicked, and again y'all been looking down on your brothers and sisters like y'all was better than, and knowing good and damn well that the southern kingdom, starting with the tribe of Judah, is the head tribe. It is what it is. Now we don't for sure know what tribe we belong to, but the Lord put a spirit upon us to kind of like be circumspect in it. All right. So I said all that to say, man, it's just judgment time, man. All right, now's the time to come up out of that craziness, man. What was I finna get? Oh, Second Chronicles. Yeah, Second Chronicles 36 and 16. This is how they did, man, back in the day, and this how they doing now. But they mocked the messengers of God. Who are the messengers? The watchmen. Who are the watchmen? The seers. Who are the seers? The prophets, man, and they're only from the nation of Israel. We could do lessons on this, man, and really go into how, it's only our nation with the real prophets. Maybe I'll do a lesson if the Lord willing, another time. But again, they mock the messengers of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashah and despise his words. So our people want to hear those smooth things. They want us to prophesy the seeds, telling that it's going to be all good. Guess what? We are telling you it's going to be all good if you do what you're supposed to do. All right. All right. Well, there's a balance to this, man. There's a reward. There's an end to this suffering, guys. But we can't lie. We got to go through this crap too. with this craziness that is this man Esau Edom. And I'm gonna start over. But they mock the messengers of God and despise his words and misuse his prophets. And they're misusing us by disregarding us. They don't care. But when the Lord lift up that standard and they see that protection and they see the miracle, Mawapathium, all right, then the people gonna know that a prophet had been among them, and then they want to get in line. However it is, male, female, child, female gonna want to be wives, all right, men gonna want to be brothers, buddy, friends, all that. It gonna be too late, boy. All we got is smoke for you in that day, boy. What you think we ain't Jake? We ain't don't know how to give smoke, boy. It gonna be just smoke. I'm talking about like you ain't never seen before, boy. Like for real, all that. We gonna remember everything, all that. Because again, we're merciful through the spirit of power, Yahweh, because we need mercy from the Lord. So we're required to show mercy, all right, to an Israelite that comes in a repenting spirit, all right, that comes and and humbles themselves, man. But if not, it just gonna be all smoke. You know what I mean? All right, and misuse his prophets. Guess what? Until the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah arose against his people. And that's what's getting ready to happen. That's what I was just going into. They're going to be willing in that day. All right, the women going to be willing to get in order and put some down clothes on in that day. The children are going to be willing to come up on the daddy in that day. All right. The hell with that cell phone, ain't it, my daughter? Oh, now you want to come? Yeah, okay, because my daughter acting a plumb fool right now. Y'all know how it go. She ain't with me, so she taking on the spirit of her wicked ass mama. We dealing with it as we speak. You know what I mean? We're dealing with it as we speak. Ak, alright, all right, Akim. Yeah, they're freezing. Yeah, What can I do? Okay, what can I do? Shit. You know what I mean? But again, man, this is what we're dealing with. And it says, till there was no remedy. There's not going to be a cloak for your sins, Jake, my sister. All right, there's not going to be a cloak. The gates of mercy are in fact closing slowly but surely, man. All right, and as the days progress, all we doing is prophesying harder. All right, which means all we're doing is condemning you wicked motherfuckers even more, because we there's no excuse. You're on the internet. Every last one of you motherfuckers damn near on planet Earth, especially in Babylon the Great. You motherfuckers know that you're on the internet damn near 24/7. Stop the bullshit. Stop the cap, because we are too. All right. Difference is we use it for good for the most part. Whatever a brother get into on the internet after hours, that between the Lord and him. All right, but during the day, brothers use that internet for good, man. All right, and again, there's gonna be no cloak for your sins, man. All right, there's not gonna be a remedy for the sickness, all right, which is this judgment that the Lord's finna place upon you, wicked ass Israelites, man. It is what it is. All right, let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians, and I guess I can leave it off at this. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11, and it reads, when I was a child, I spake as a child. We're not children anymore, especially in the spirit. You got to understand the harsh reality of the world, all right, that there is wicked people in positions of power that do not have our best interests at hand. That's a part of growing up and maturing. It's likened unto a child not to care or not to see. It's likened unto a woman not to care and not to see, not a man. And who did the Lord say this truth was for to teach? It's for men, the sons of man, all right? My heart is, to the sons of man, right? Every command, all right, given to, hey, my son, if thou come, if my son, all right. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's one commandment actually given like for edification purposes to a woman, all right. There's, the Lord dealt with women certain ways at certain times, and there's definitely a plethora of procedures, standards, and standard operating procedures that we have that was given to men to deal with our women. Okay. But other than that, man, this is ultimately for the men to teach and endure these things, man. If you're a woman, you try to get out here, my sister, you taking on an unnecessary burden. All right. You have a nice lot, and it's a lot easier. And like, we're not in our rest, so it is gonna be hard. You may do have to go to work and then cook. So what? Do it. You see us doing what we supposed to do, all right, through the spirit, and having to take the load, and continue to push. And brothers done been all type of stuff, man. Been a war nigga, you know what I mean? Been a, you know what I mean? Still gotta push though. You know, we all ready to go home, man. All right, but push, help your man. All right. If you don't have one, pray to your Shema that he get you there, speedily. What's the word that I be using? Mahaya, swift. I be Mahaya Mashpat, that swift judgment, man. Mahaya, pray to the Lord that he make it swift, man. You need your man. You need to get there. All right, for you sisters out there. But other than that, man, back to 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. So yeah, you'll have that understanding like a child do, man. You don't understand these words, man. All right. And in the scriptures speak about that. We speak about that sincere milk. You can't just open up the middle of the Bible and act like you know what's going on, Playboy. P. Diddy voice. You can't do that, Playboy. All right, you have to be brought up a certain way with humility, starting with that milk, man. You probably need to start in Genesis, man. You probably need to see the historical account of Cain and Abel, and Noah, all right, and the Lord's Ark. You may need to see the historical account of Jacob and Esau and Jacob, man. If you don't know those things, how can you tell us who the damn white man is or not if you don't know that? You see what I'm saying? And the majority of our people do just that. Start in the middle of the Bible, prideful as hell, calling upon Jebus and God, and cut you off quick if you say anything else. Motherfucker shot ain't never opened up the Bible in her life for real with the Spirit of the Lord on her. She'll tell you what the name of the Lord is. His name God. Yeah, these are arguments that I've had with dumb females, man. His name God. Whole bitch up in here fucking with Edomites though. You know what I mean? This so, you know what I mean? This black chick I used to mess with, dealing with Edomites though, but they ain't gonna try to tell me the name of the Lord. See how that's working out for her. Ask me how it's working out for her, Ock. You already know it's up. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the point, man, that these people hate us, but hey, there's going to be a reward for us, and there's going to be great miseries for them, like we see now, man. All right. For the most part, hey, all Akim are okay, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. And we have to remember to pray for these things, man. We need to pray we're worthy, all like much as possible, okay, that we're worthy to escape all these things that shall come upon the earth, and to be able to stand before Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai, man. Meaning, when the Lord say all, make sure you brothers pray for all. And if you need to get specific in your prayer, get specific, because, I pray for this through the Spirit, not to boast before these tempests and storms came. Lord, we pray to be worthy to escape a storm, escape a tornado, escape an earthquake, all right, because they're coming. And that them natural disasters, you can't shoot your way out that, my guy. There's nothing that you can have on your person that can, aid you in that type of destruction, man. All right. So your weapons, your alarm system, your attack dogs, man. Eve is who I'm referring to, because you have all that, which leads you to be puffed up, right, and not need a man or want a man. Let me tell you, fellas, something right now, but it's getting ready to change. We just be honest, guys. Right now, Eve don't need us. All right, this is a part of our punishment. All right, she don't need us to do nothing. She can get all the rod she want. She can get all the money she wants. She can go places, travel without your black ass, dog. Without your black or brown ass, she don't need us. Let's be honest and humble right now. We got to take the low. But you guys know just as well as I do, a change gonna come. Right, a change is gonna come. All right, and eventually, here pretty soon, Lord willing, and a lot of, like I say, them Northern Kingdom women trouble. Some of them husbands is gone, cuz. Some of them wives is gone, cuz. Some of them children gone, cuz. They troubled right now. They're in a bad predicament, crying out and stuff. But it was all good just a week ago. Just like people that really got, hit up with this storm, and I'm watching those trees and the limbs blow open. Man, I ain't never seen that. I thought it was fake at first, so I seen a couple more videos, man. That ice get to weighing down those trees, they're damn near exploding. Power lines and stuff falling out. Ice, some people really got hit up, man. Through the spirit and power of y'all by Shema Shah, but how quick they forget what happened in Texas a few years ago. Come on, man. You got to be prepared for these things. Every year, it's going to be some bullshit, dog. We're not in our, like, it's going to be cold. Like, y'all don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You should be prepared. And ultimately, first and foremost, spiritually, you should be prayed up. You should be fasted up. You should be doing the work. You should be, taking heed to the men out there doing that work. And guess what? The Lord will protect you from that, man. He'll have you in the right place at the right time. For you wicked, you're going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Amen. All we got to do is continue and endure to the end because we are almost home. This is some exciting times, man. All right, Shalom.